Okay. So good to see you. So this week, I want to talk about kindness. That is our theme for the month. But it also happens that I came upon this quote from Mark Twain, and it was so appropriate. He said that kindness is the language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. And I thought that was really very beautiful and insightful because it's so true. Kindness doesn't have to do anything more than be a smile, than to show goodwill. And you can feel it and see it regardless of your state. One thing I would like to emphasize, however, is the importance of being kind to yourself. Because unless you're kind to yourself, it's very difficult to be kind to anyone else because you may be harboring anger or fear or resentment or disappointment. And so that restricts you. So learn to be kind to yourself, and it doesn't have to involve anything elaborate. Just being good to yourself can mean taking care of yourself, eating a little bit better, allowing yourself to stay up a little later, to indulge a little bit more in something. But it's more than that. It's about loving yourself. Love who you are, where you are, why you are. So come inside, close your eyes, come to your Sukhasana, your easy seat, and focus on your breath. Just follow your breath. Begin to deepen your breath, filling your lungs all the way up and letting go of that breath very slowly, allowing your body to relax completely. Being kind to yourself. Inhale new life, exhale slow, long breath, which is an act of kindness. Continue at your own pace with these deep inhales and long, slow exhales. Return to your natural breath and open your eyes. Good. Your hands down alongside your body. Walk your right hand away, left arm alongside left ear, and feel the stretch. Lift both arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, other side. Bring both arms up. Bring your arms down alongside your hips. Take a breath. Inhale, and then exhale, twist to look over your right shoulder, or whichever shoulder you choose, just looking over that shoulder, keeping your spine long and strong. Crown of your head reaching upward. Inhale, and then exhale, come to center. Inhale, and then exhale, twist to the opposite side, looking over your opposite shoulder. Feel your spine lengthening on the inhale, and go deeper on your exhale. Inhale, exhale back to center. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Shake them out, rotate them. Dandasana, your hands alongside your hips, fingers pointing forward, elbows back, feet are flexed. All muscles of your legs are engaged. Inhale, gather that energy. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring it inside. Once more, inhale and exhale. Inhale your arms up overhead. Open your arms out to the side. Send your right hand to your left foot or ankle, whatever you can reach comfortably, and look over your left shoulder. Find your hand. Follow your hand as it reaches up for the sky, as it comes forward and crosses your right arm. Fold over. Any amount, it's early in class, don't expect a big fold just yet. Release your right arm, send it back behind you, look for your hand. Breathe. Inhale your arm up, your hands reaching for the sky, coming down, crossing. Exhale, fold. Release your arms and unfold. Okay. Inhale, bend your knees, flex your feet. Exhale, straighten and point. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and pause. Release your hands. Bring your right leg into your chest. Hug it. And send your left leg out to the side. Now, don't go much past your mat. So just bring your heel to just outside your mat. So it's not a big, big opening, right? So just a little bit. And then you're going to open your right leg out And depending on your knee, you have the sole of your right foot anywhere along your left leg. So this is a wider legged Janushashasana, which is the head to knee pose. You're going to turn to face your extended leg, your breastbone in line with your toes. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, and then exhale, bring your whole torso over your leg. Remember, you're folding from your hip socket, not your belly. Look forward, release your right hand, lift it just like we did before. You're going to follow your hand as it comes down alongside your hip. You're going to use your left hand as your propeller to come up onto your shin. Look up at your left hand, look down at your right hand. Look up, look down, look up, look down. Bring your head to neutral. Let your left arm lead you back down to the mat. So again, keep our legs exactly where they were, right? And you're going to turn to your bent knee. And you're going to straddle that knee with your hands. And you're going to look forward with straight arms. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows and bow any amount. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, straighten. Now this time you're going to place your hands flat on the mat. On an inhale, you're going to dive your nose down toward your knee, and you're going to send your nose up. Imagine you're coming up out from the water. You're going to exhale into a cat spine. You're going to inhale, nose under the water. Bring it up, exhale to a cat spine. Inhale, exhale. And continue with these nose dives. And then come back up to sit and turn to center. Inhale your arms straight alongside your ears. Inhale and exhale, and you're going to come down the middle as if you had two legs straight out in front of you. Shoulders are square with the edge of your mat. Come as far down as you comfortably can. Look up, bring your arms alongside your ears, and then hinge all the way back up. Bring your arms down by your sides. Lengthen both legs. All right. Bring your left leg in and hug it. And then again, place your right leg, slide it so that the heel is just coming off your mat, assuming you are in the center of your mat. Okay. Open your left leg out to the side and place it wherever it is best suited for your knee if you have knee issues. Turn to face your extended leg. When you do this, is something I want to point out because I noticed it in my own leg. I went like that. Even though my foot is still flexed, I went like that. Let's make sure your toes are pointed to the ceiling, your knee is pointed to the ceiling. To keep your leg properly aligned. Inhale. Exhale, engage your abs, come over your extended leg. Place your hands on the mat, walk them back. straight arms. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, straight arms, exhale, fold. Keep those toes pointing to the ceiling. Keep that knee pointing to the ceiling. Exhale and inhale. Slide your hands back to center. Turn to your knee, to face your knee, straddle it. We're going to go right to our nose dive since we did our straight and bent arms on the other side. So on an inhale, you're going to send your nose down. You're going to bring it up. You're going to exhale back. Inhale, exhale, and keep it going. You inhale up, you exhale back, still exhaling as you fold forward, inhale as you come up. And then come up to sit and turn back to center. All right. Left hand alongside left hip. Use your right arm as a propeller. Come up onto your shin. Look up at your right hand. Look down at your left. Look up, look down. Look up and look down. Once more, look up, look down. Bring your head to neutral. Use your right arm to lead you back down to your mat. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Shake them loose. Okay. All right, we're going to come onto hands and knees. And as we usually do this, you're going to start from child's pose. Enjoy this little child's pose. On an inhale, lift your hips, send them forward. Use your abs to keep from sagging to help support your lower back in this pose. Inhale, exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, come forward to a back bend, your heart coming between your arms. You're going to turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Get your alignment in your dog. Your chest coming towards your thighs, your heels coming towards the mat. You're pushing the mat away with your hands. And once you're there, begin to walk your dog. Then come back to your nice still dog. Come forward to plank. Look forward. Bring your left knee to the mat underneath your left hip. Swivel your right foot on the mat. Fan open to the right. Send your right arm alongside your right ear and stretch. Long stretch. From toe to fingertips. Inhale, exhale, bring your hand back down, bring your knee back down. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come to plank. Bring your right knee to the mat. Swivel your foot, your left foot on the mat. Fan open. Left arm alongside left ear, stretch your whole side body. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down, bring your hips to your heels. Look up. Send your arms straight out from your shoulders like wings. On an inhale, you're going to come up on to your knees. You're going to inhale and then exhale, turn to one side, doesn't matter which. Inhale back to center, exhale, other side. Inhale, keep your arms right where they are. They're just coming along for the ride, so they don't move independent of your shoulders. Exhale, inhale, center, exhale. Inhale, bring your arms down by your body. All right, so let's rotate our shoulders. So you do that at your own pace, at your own speed. You're gonna roll one shoulder back, then the other, and then go in the opposite direction just to roll your shoulders, loosening up your shoulder joints. All right, good. All right. All right. Send your right leg out in front of you. Walk it away from you. Yoga Mudra behind you. Inhale, exhale, come forward with a flat back. You're probably inside your knee a little bit. Think about your shoulder maybe hitting your thigh or your ribs on your thigh. On an inhale, come back up to stand. This time, send your arms straight out to the side. Inhale, exhale, hover over your thigh. You can place your ribs on your thigh. Inhale, come back up. Bring your arms alongside your ears, slide your hips forward. Inhale, exhale your arms to the mat, hands touching the mat. Inhale, exhale, straighten your leg. Inhale, bend your knees, arms alongside your ears, your hips are forward. Inhale, exhale, your hands come down, straighten your leg. Bend your knee. Bring both hands inside your leg, come to stand on your knee and bring your right leg back. Left leg steps forward. Right. I'm going to start with Yoga Mudra. So your knuckles are reaching for the Yoga Mudra behind you. So your knuckles are reaching for the mat. So try to get your arms, they don't have to be completely straight, but you want to make that, open up your heart a little bit, right? And that helps you to do that. Inhale, exhale, come to a flat back. So your knuckles are either reaching directly behind you, maybe your arms are settled on your ribs or back body, or you can lift your arms a little bit. Inhale back up. Arms out to the side, straight out like wings. Inhale, exhale, float. Float like you're flying and you're looking down over a beautiful, beautiful scene, a beautiful landscape. Inhale, push up, arms alongside your ears. Slide your hips forward. Inhale, exhale your hands down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, fold over your straight leg. Inhale, bend, arms alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, your hands down to the mat. Straighten your leg. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands inside. Come up, bring your leg back down where you found it. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a couple of things on our back. So in order to do that, come down to sit first and send your legs straight out in front of you. We're coming back to Dandasana. And let's start with our arms straight out in front of us. Our palms are facing each other. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to reach your arms past your feet. Again, you're hinging at your hips. Inhale, come all the way back, as far as you can comfortably go without falling back on your back. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come up to a neutral seat. And now you're going to count to 20 to bring your back onto the mat. Very slowly, very, very slowly, you're going to come down onto the mat. Remember to catch yourself with your forearms if you feel yourself falling. Okay. You're going to bring, when you get there, you're going to bring both feet to the mat. And you're going to bring both knees down to the mat and come over onto your side, your left side perhaps. Yeah, okay. Your knees are bent. Send your left arm out overhead and rest your ear on your arm. I won't do that because I have an earbud in that ear. And then straighten your legs. Use your right hand on the mat as your kickstand to hold you up. Your feet are flexed. You're going to lift your right leg a little bit, then lift it a little bit more, your top leg, if you happen not to have your right leg on top. And then lift it up a little bit more and bring it down. And continue to do this a little bit, then a little bit more, then a little bit more. So what we're doing is working our adductors, our inner thigh muscles, that go to the groin. This is kind of important, yeah. Your hip flexors. And then bring it down. All right. Now send your leg, your top leg, straight out in front of you so that you can see your foot. And then send it all the way back behind you. Send it in front of you. Send it behind you. Whoops. And then bring your legs back together. Roll onto your belly and then on to the other side. So you're on your right side now, your right arm underneath your right ear, your left hand is supporting you on the mat near your breast. Your feet are flexed, legs are straight. You're going to inhale, lift your top leg just a little bit. Bring it back down. Lift it again. Bring it back down. Inhale it up a third time, a little bit more, and then bring it back down. And then do that twice more at your own pace, going 3 steps each time. And you'll bring it back down. Then you'll send your leg straight out in front of you, and then swing it behind you. In front so that you can see it, and then swing it behind. Once more. And then place both legs, one on top of the other. Right. And then roll back down onto your belly. Pile one hand on top of the other, making a pillow for your forehead from Makarasana, the crocodile. Slide your hands alongside your breast, push into the mat, come onto your knees, send your hips to your heels. Slide your hands back to your knees. Come onto your knees and make your way up to stand. All right. And when you get there, come to your mountain. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let them arms fall naturally by your side. Bring your belly towards your spine to lift a little higher. Feel your head over your heart. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale that energy down to your heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right. Release your arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Come all the way down with your hands to the mat. Keep your knees bent and then bend them even a little bit more. Hang over. On an inhale, you're going to come up onto your fingertips and come to a flat back. Straighten your knees as much as possible. Inhale, exhale, fold. That means bending your knees, bowing your head, bringing the palms of your hands to the mat. Inhale, straighten your legs, come onto your fingertips, flat back. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Padungastasana, flat back. Exhale, fold, stay down here. Swing your arms alongside your ears and sit into your chair. You're going to push your feet into the mat and come all the way up to stand. Bring your arms alongside your body. Okay. You're going to come onto the ball of your right foot and make sure that your supporting leg is firm on the mat. Make sure all 5 toes are flat on the mat. Your entire foot is pushing into the mat. Step your right leg back behind your left. Your knees are bent. Right? Your left arm is in front of your belly. Your right arm is overhead, framing your head. You're going to take your left hand and take your right wrist and a big lateral stretch over to the left, allowing your left hand to help you a little bit, but you're not really pulling with your hand. You're just using the weight of your left arm to deepen this stretch. Release your arms, step forward. Come onto the ball of your left foot. Right leg is nice and tall and strong. All 5 toes, your entire foot flat on the mat. Step your left leg back, bend your knees slightly. Right arm in front, left overhead. Take your right hand and take hold of your left wrist, encouraging a deeper side bend, and using the weight of your right arm to increase it even more. Release your arms, step forward. Okay. So I just want to bring something to your attention before we go to our flow. We're going to do a goddess flow, and you'll see it's not all goddess, but a couple of goddesses in there. But what's important is that when I tell you to step to the long edge of your mat so that both your feet are on the mat, you're no longer looking at me. You've turned, right? Because your camera is there, your screen is there. But when you turn this way to the long edge of your mat, you actually have a pretty good vantage point. So if you bend over and you turn and look, you can see me. Now you have another option. When I tell you to turn to the long edge of your mat, you can just step outside your mat with your legs wide, right? So that's another option, so you never have to turn. But I ask you to try this because it's actually good exercise for you, and there's nothing wrong with turning your head and looking at the screen that way, right? So that you can have the advantage of the long edge of your mat. But again, if you're uncomfortable that you don't see me, then just step outside your mat. All right, enough of that. Okay, all right, here we go. Bend your knees, soften them very slightly. Step your right leg over your left, across your left. Line your toes up, bend your knees, you'll come onto the ball of your right foot. Left arm in front, right arm in front, sorry. Right leg is in front, right arm is in front. Left arm frames your head, right? And then maybe you'll push into the mat with your supporting leg and lift your right leg. And then you'll switch. So you'll switch, your right leg is now the supporting leg. You switch your arms and you switch your legs. And you're going to do that once more. Remember when you make that switch to bring your weight onto the supporting leg. You're going to lift your right leg a little bit more and then step it to the long edge of your mat or off the mat. Your toes are facing forward. If you're on the long edge of your mat, they're facing the long edge of your mat. You're going to put your hands on your pelvis, right? And you're going to use your hands on your pelvis to hinge from your hip socket. So you want to do that. So you're going to take your whole torso with you and hinge from here to come down in a flat back. You're going to send your arms straight out to the side like a bird flying, hovering. Bring your right hand down under your nose and open up, fan open with your left. Bring your left hand down under your nose, switch, your right arm opens up to the right. Make sure your hips don't come with you, keep them square. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Bend your knees slightly. Your toes are still pointing forward. And you're going to place your hands a little bit forward, coming onto your fingertips. And you're going to walk your hands on your fingertips all the way over to your right leg. And as you do that, you're going to bend your right knee. Right. And then you're going to walk your hands. This is a spider walk. And you're going to walk them all the way over, bend your left knee. And you're going to keep this happening from side to side, bending one knee as you approach with your hands, straightening the other leg, and going back and forth. Then you're going to come back to center, straight legs. You're going to swivel your feet to a 45-degree angle and bend your knees. You're going to send your arms straight out, flat back, cactus arms, and then you're going to unfold into your goddess. Now, arrange your feet, make sure that you can see your feet. Yeah. And in your goddess, you can come down as far as you feel comfortable squatting down. So you can come down a little or a lot so that your hips are even with your knees. Right. So we're going to do our goddess dance. Right arm in front, left arm overhead. Inhale, exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, stretch to the opposite side. And you can work your knees here while, as we go from center to side, from center to side, moving in your dance. And then come back to center, bring your hands to your thighs. And you're going to now roll your hips, making circles. Yeah. Right. And then you're going to swivel back to the front of your mat. If you're already on the front of the mat, you're going to send your right leg back behind you. So you're now in warrior one legs. You're going to send your arms overhead. You're going to bring your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra. We did this before on our knees. Inhale, exhale, come forward to humble warrior, bow your head. Inhale, exhale, crown of your head reaching for the mat. You could stay where you were or come down farther. Knuckles to the sky or straight back behind you. Push your feet into the mat, come all the way up. Release your arms, bring them overhead. Inhale, exhale, bring your arms down to the mat. Come to a low lunge. So that means your back toes are turned under. Your knee is over your ankle. You're going to spring off your back leg, bring your weight over your left leg, and lift your right leg up as far as you can, nice and straight. This is a standing split. Your hands are on the mat, or maybe just off it, or maybe you're on your fingertips. The farther you walk away from your foot with your hands, the higher your leg will come up. And then see if you can keep it there and bring your hands back. Maybe you can even take hold of your ankle. Then bring your leg down, Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. All right. Let's do the other side. Right. You're going to step your left leg in front of your right. You're going to bend your knees. So this is a form of Natarajasana, left hand in front, right arm overhead. And again, secure your stance over your right leg as you lift your left leg. Then bring your left leg down, switch your arms, right leg comes up. Right leg down, switch, left leg up. Then send your leg to the long edge of your mat or off your mat, whichever you choose. Right. Toes pointing to that long edge. And we're going to do our fold again. And we're going to start again with our hands on our pelvis, come forward. Right, we're going to go a little deeper here in our side bends. So you're going to bend your right knee, release your arms. Start with your hands on the mat. Maybe you can come up onto the heel of your left foot. Maybe you can deepen your squat on your right side. Now remember that all of these are options. You can keep your foot on the mat, your left foot on the mat, and you can bend just a little bit. Or you can bend a whole lot, bring your hands to your heart in Skandasana, the god of war. So this little vinyasa, bring your hands down, are both gods and goddesses in here. Bend your left knee. Bring your hips over to your left knee. You're bringing your whole body over to that side. Maybe you'll come onto the heel of your right foot, hands to your heart. Good, excellent. Bring your hands down. Bring your feet even. Swivel your feet into goddess feet. Arms straight out, flat back, cactus arms, unfold into your goddess. Bring your hands to your thighs. Bring your right arm on your right thigh. Bring your left arm up to the sky and then straight out alongside your ear. Come back to center, goddess arms Other side. Come to center. We're going to do that once more on each side. Come to center. Hands on your thighs. Circle your hips. Go in both directions. Then point your feet back to the long edge or just forward, wherever you are. And do some cats and dogs here. Send your heart forward. Exhale your spine back behind you. Inhale, send it forward. Exhale and squat down as much as you like. And then come to a straight back. Swivel to the front of your mat. Hands up alongside your ears. Step into your warrior one. Take the time to see that your feet are aligned properly in their own lane. Yoga mudra behind you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to the mat, low lunge. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Come into that low lunge, and that means make sure you have your proper footing. You're going to spring off your back leg, bring your weight over your front leg. Your knee starts out bent, your left knee. Send your right leg up to the sky. You're on your fingertips, as high as you comfortably can. And then maybe you'll take your ankle. And then bring your leg back down. Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay. Bring your chin to your chest and pause for a moment. Roll your shoulders. Begin your journey down, back down to your mat. Bend your knees. One knee, then the other. Come to sit in Dandasana when you get down. And then just gently walk yourself down to come onto your back. When you get onto your back, bring your feet to the mat. Lengthen your spine on the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. Come back to center, put one hand on each knee. Send your knees away from you, straighten your arms. Bend your knees into your chest, straighten your arms, send your knees away. Keep that going. Working your lower back. And then come back up with your knees into your chest. Bring your feet to the mat. Slide a blanket or a block or anything, a pillow if you have handy, or nothing, underneath your sacrum. And send one leg to the ceiling and then the other. Let your arms just open alongside your body or send them overhead. Whatever feels more restful, whatever you like best. This is one of the most relaxing yoga poses. Bring your arms down if you had them overhead alongside your body so that you lessen any effort. Bring both feet to the mat. Lift your hips. Remove anything you had under your hip if you had anything there, and bring your hips back down. Lengthen one leg, lengthen the other leg. Let your legs splay open. Your arms are rotated alongside your body, your palms facing the sky, your whole back body giving into gravity. Shavasana is an important pose. It gives your body a chance to relax and reset from all the work you've done. It allows you to assimilate all of the energy you've generated. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath and begin the process of reawakening your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, back behind you, your feet in the opposite direction for a full body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest and hug them. Roll from side to side for a final back body massage. Release your legs and roll over onto whichever side you prefer to come into a fetal position, pose of rebirth. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. And when you get to your seated position, bring your hands to your heart. And I invite you to join me in being kind to yourself. Let's be kind to ourselves so that we may be kind to everyone we come in contact with. Thank you so much. Namaste.